the OH Report here at Mt Vernon High School on neutral playing ground. Danville taking on Springfield local of Mahoning County. The Tigers and the Blue Devils. It's a chilly one here, but we've got just 4 weeks until glory, 4 weeks until that coveted state championship game. But for one team, those dreams will end tonight. I've got Payton Vanderkooi on color with me tonight. Bottleneck Bar and Grill pregame show coming up next.
Are you ready for the comeback?
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Bryce Payton Vanderkooi with the OH Report. We've got the Bottleneck Bar and Grill pregame show. So we've got the Springfield Tigers 8-3 on the season, taking on the Danville Blue Devils 11-0 on the season. Both teams looking to be pretty evenly matched as we progress further and further into this playoff. Danville on neutral territory, but only about 10 minutes away from their school, so the crowd heavily favoring them tonight. We're just getting a look here as the Springfield Tigers make their way onto the field, running through that banner. Let's go ahead and take a look at their team spotlight. The season so far, 8-3, 5-1 in the conference. A three-way tie for the Mahoning Valley Athletic Conference for first place. Passing this season, they're 77 for 132, a 58% completion rate for 851 total passing yards, 10 passing touchdowns, and 2 INTs. Rushing, they've got 390 carries for 48 rushing yards, really their bread and butter this year, and for a total of 39 rushing touchdowns. Now let's take a look at the player spotlight. Player spotlight this week is Dante Gentile, the running back and linebacker for Springfield. 124 carries on the season, 1,085 rushing yards, and 18 rushing touchdowns. And for a junior, that's unbelievable. Peyton, what do you like about this guy?
The kid's quick, I'll tell you that. You know, I was able to watch some highlights of last week's playoff game, and whenever he got the ball in his hands, he was a playmaker with it. Had a big game last week. I think he had like 270-some rushing yards last week, which is huge in a playoff game. And I expect him to get the ball a lot tonight. Hopefully they can get some jet sweeps with them because we know Danville's interior is really, really good. But this kid right here, heck of a player, and they're going to need a lot out of him tonight to be able to try and get that win.
Definitely a guy to watch. Now let's take a look at the keys to victory for the Tigers.
Yeah, so when we look at the keys of victory right here is Springfield doesn't really throw the ball, all right? But this Danville is susceptible to the pass. We've seen it before. East Knox game, obviously it was a monsoon, but East Knox had good success throwing the ball. Last week, actually, to start the game, McDonald had some success throwing the ball. They actually missed an easy touchdown in the corner of the end zone to tie it 6-6. Danville had some picks last week, but that was like 3rd and 20 and things like that. So you got to be able to establish the pass. If you're Springfield, they have a good receiver. Quarterback is good also, but they don't really throw the ball, so they're going to have to come up with something tonight. Be sure tacklers. We've watched this Danville team over and over again break a lot of tackles. They have a lot of great athletes on offense between their quarterback, running back, Bozhart, receivers. You got to be sure tacklers. You can't let the Lauder get ahead of steam and break tackles, or it's going to be a long night for you.
Definitely something to keep in mind for the Tigers. Let's take a look at the team spotlight for the Blue Devils. This season, they're 11-0 and 6-0 in the conference, winning the KMAC, a magical season for them so far, passing 97 for 161, the 60% completion rate, 1,414 passing yards, and 20 passing touchdowns, spreading it out. 6 INTs on the season. Rushing, they have 377 carries, 2,940 rushing yards, and 46 rushing touchdowns. Let's take a look at the player spotlight for Danville. It's Walker Weckesser, 1,336 passing yards, 18 passing touchdowns, 15 rushing touchdowns in the KMAC Player of the Year. We got to talk to him. What did you see that you liked there?
I mean, we see his offensive highlights right here, obviously, in his stats, and his defensive side of the ball is huge also, and that's what makes him a complete player for this Danville team and where they are right now. Obviously undefeated, won the conference, now in the second round of the playoffs. I mean, he hasn't put this team on his back because they have a lot more athletes, but he's done a lot for this team to be able to get to this point, and I expect a lot out of him. Not only offensively, but also on the defensive end too. And like I said, I expect a big night out of him. Made some great throws last week off his back foot that were unbelievable, and I expect him to do that tonight.
Coach Vanderkooi, what is your keys to victory for the Blue Devils tonight?
Keys to victory for the Blue Devils tonight: control the line of scrimmage. Obviously, we know Danville's front seven on the defensive end, and their O-line are very, very good. A lot of all-conference players, and this Springfield team likes to run the ball a lot. So if you could control that line of scrimmage and prevent Springfield from being able to run the ball, it's going to be a long night for them. And then just be yourself. Obviously you've been undefeated. Obviously Player of the Year in the KMAC, have all these great athletes that you're getting the ball to. Just do what you've been doing. That's created a lot of success. Had a lot of blowouts this year, including last week in the playoff game. And I expect them to just do what they do, and that's give everybody the ball and then work in space. And hopefully the scoreboard says it all.
And a look now as the Blue Devils come onto the field. As always, a rowdy Blue Devil crowd making their presence known.
Yeah, nice atmosphere here tonight from the home crowd. Have a few fans on the Springfield side. I know it's a long drive for them. I think it's like a 2.5 hour drive because they're on the border of that Pennsylvania and Ohio right there. So I'm expecting a good game, though. Second week of the playoffs, 2 against the 7th seed. It's kind of the old school, when the 18s made the playoffs kind of feel to it. So I expect some fireworks early.
And so with that long trip, you were talking a little bit earlier about those trips you make. How do you prepare, and once you get to the field, what do you do to kind of shake off some of that rust of that trip?
I mean, it's tough. I mean, obviously Springfield probably had to leave school early. I would imagine so, to get here early. As a coach, you want to get here earlier than usual just so you can get off that bus, walk around, and not get caught up in those long bus rides. But the bus drive home is going to be a long one, and it's a lot better if you end up with the win. So we'll see what happens.
And now Javier Sica Gonzalez to kick us underway. 5'6" junior. And the kick is up. Received around the 20-yard line, stretching through the middle, hit at the 35, picks up a couple extra. They're having trouble bringing him down. Brought down at the 38, and that's where the Tigers will begin their drive. Let's take a look at the offensive starters for Danville. Walker Weckesser, Cole DeLauder, Wesley Norris, Josh Byers Jr., Breyer Boshart, Gavin Lefley, Kendall Carter, Greg Wilson, Blake Colopy, Wyatt Nisley, and Caleb Lucas. So getting our first look at how both teams are going to be handling this strategically a beautiful field here at Mt Vernon High School. Puts a man in motion, the snap, trouble with the snap, wrapped up, and he is sacked in the backfield.
Yeah, quarterback just dropped the ball there. Snap wasn't a problem. Can't have negative plays like this. Yeah, he's just going for the jet fake to the handoff to run counter backside. And again, against this Danville team, you can't have negative plays. You can't put yourself in 2nd and 15, especially when passing the ball is not your forte.
Colton Rourke on the fumble with the snap. So now 2nd and 16, the ball on their own 32-yard line.
Little trio set here, tight end backside.
Rourke, the snap, rolls out looking for his receiver left. Going to take it himself, it looks like. Just wrapped up in the backfield, bounces off of a block. Continuing to push, breaks another tackle, but is brought down for a loss of looks like about 2 when all is said and done.
Great effort there by Danville's defense. They do a good job passing these routes off and run a bounce concept, snack concept. Rolls out to the left. Caleb Lucas here misses the first one, but Danville, obviously a very, very good coach team and very disciplined, and you expect 11 hats to the ball, and that's what happened there. Rourke there, though, had some space, was looking downfield for a pass, but nobody was open.
Now
Trip.
3rd and 18 on that 30-yard line.
Trip set here.
Rourke with 4 wide receivers, looks to pass, steps up in the pocket, throw over the middle, caught, and brought down for a pickup.
Yeah, so they run a double post concept here. And Rourke does a good job stepping up in the pocket, find the guy over the middle. They are short, though, 4th and about 3. Do they go for it? You know, there's different situations like this. Looks like the receiver is hurt on the play, a little shaken up, number 11.
That's Sean Guerrero. That's his 22nd catch on the year.
A little shaken up on the play. Again, you can't put yourself in 3rd and 15. It's just hard to come by. Great play by Rourke to find his guy over the middle. Great catch by Guerrero, but not enough, and now you got the punt on your first drive.
After some positive pickup, a 4 and out. Close, out of bounds.
Blocked it.
Blocked, so some advantageous field position starting off for Danville as they're breathing down the neck of Tiger territory.
Not the greatest snap there. Danville gets pressure up the middle and ends up with a block punt. Luckily got his hands on that ball, though. If he didn't get his hands on that ball, it would have been roughing the punter. It would have been a first down, but got his fingertips on it, and Danville's starting off.
Did seem like everyone kind of held their breath and looked over to that referee to make sure it was a clean tip.
It was barely tipped, and that's why it was a little tray offset here.
Weckesser puts Lucas in motion. DeLauder on his right hip, the snap. Following DeLauder, picks up a block, trying to pick up yardage, stays on his feet, breaks 2 tackles. Now he's got himself a first down and a couple extra.
Wow.
Skillful running by Walker Weckesser.
And Springfield had the perfect play call into this. They blitzed right into this quarterback outside zone, as you see here. Does a good job setting the edge, and we talked about it. You got to be sure tacklers, or this is going to happen. I mean, he made 3, 4, 5 guys miss, and that's just who Walker Weckesser is, a tough runner. But great play call by the defense coordinator for Springfield, but, you know, you got to end up making plays. Here we got the Maryland eye right here. 3 running backs in the eye.
We saw this several times against East Knox, this time handing it off to Weckesser, who busts through that line, picks up several, looks like about 6.
Yeah, so they get in the Maryland eye here. Quarterback, 3 running backs behind. They just run power. Good kick out block right there by Breyer Bosa. Nope, that's Byers, actually. Good hard run by Weckesser. Showing that toughness early from Danville, man. Just obviously Walker Weckesser, we talked about in the player spotlight on how tough of a kid he is, and you can see it there on those. And they put him in different spots. He's at running back. He's at quarterback. What? They put him at receiver.
Right. So now guys on either side, Aiden Burke and Cole DeLauder, and the handoff to DeLauder. DeLauder following Burke, deals a huge block, brought down around the Tigers 30, a pickup of about 6. Looks like it will be
Yeah, so they're in a
first down.
slot set here, and they just run a little outside zone to the boundary down here. 22 misses a block. You'd like to see a little better block right there, but nice hard run by DeLauder. This is what you want on the first drive, though. You want to set the tone, right? You get your stop on defense. You come out. Maybe they take a shot here.
Now 1st and 10, ball on the Tiger 31, 2 wide receivers wide right, hands it off to DeLauder, trying to find himself a hole, runs into the back of a blocker, and is brought down for pickup of a couple. Bring up 2nd down.
Almost run the same play right there out of the slot set there, run it to the boundary again, power. Springfield's defensive line does a good job busting it up in the middle. 2nd and 8 here. Let's see if they let Weckesser throw the ball. He's very, very smart, too, and he knows where to go with the football at all times. Hasn't turned the ball over much this year. A little duo 2x2 set.
Now 2 wide receivers left and right with
Looks
DeLauder
like we got
behind
cover
him.
0 on the back end. No safety help over the top. They're blitzing.
Oh, caught a man coming off sides. And so that will move them up some free yardage.
Can't get free yardage to this Danville team. They're a tough team as it is, and you can't give them that easy 5 yards. Looks like we're going to bring the house, though, there. A little coverage 0 on the back end, so that means man coverage around, no safety help over the top. Trying to clog the box up.
And so with 7 minutes left in this first quarter, it's now 2nd and 3rd after the 5-yard penalty. The same look from the Blue Devils as last time. Weckesser fakes the handoff, takes it himself on the option, fighting at that line of scrimmage, and brought down. Looks like it might be a loss of 1.
Yeah, so they got cute counter here. Nice fill there by the linebacker. They're trying to strip the ball away, and, you know, that's good coaching, too. And we talked about this against the East Knox game was those defenders, you're looking to wrap up. The first guy wraps up. The second guy's coming in trying to pry the ball away, and that's what Springfield did. Good call by Springfield there. They did bring the house, though. It's going to be something to keep an eye on for Danville offensively.
Weckesser alone in the backfield this time. Puts Boshart in motion, hands
Corner
it off
blitz.
to him, just slips past the tackler, crosses the 20. A big pickup by Briar Boshart, and that tackler just come flying in.
Looks like they ran a cat blitz here, which is a corner blitz from the boundary. Ends up not making the play. Receiver gets enough of him just to run by him. Good hard run by Briar Boshart, though. Little jet sweep action. Getting everybody involved early. We've seen Weckesser, DeLauder. How Boshart.
And now another first down. Ball on the 21. Again, alone in the backfield is Weckesser. Puts Lucas in motion. 3 wide receivers wide to his left. Just draws it himself. One-on-one. Now inside the 10. Pickup of about 11. Weckesser has been automatic so far tonight.
Man, this kid can play. We already talked about him in the player spotlight on how tough he is. And you see right here, good block up there by Caleb Lucas on the lead block. And we talked about this earlier. We got to be sure tacklers on the defensive end if you're Springfield. If not, it's going to be a long night for them. And because this Danville team doesn't slow down, and they're going to continue to run hard like this. And you got to get them wrapped up. Got to get them wrapped up. Let's see if Danville finishes this drive though. Sets the tone early.
Now 1st and goal.
No passes thrown yet.
In the snap, Weckesser once again following DeLauder straight up the middle of that line. He will pick up a few, maybe even more. It looks like about 3 or 4.
Just run a little Q ISO up the middle right here, leading up. No passes yet for this Danville team, which is surprising, but it's probably because they do want to set that tone. They said, we're here, we're tough, all right, you're going to have to match our physicality, and they're killing the clock right now too. But I think they want to come out, be physical, be tough, and show them what Danville football is all about.
We're getting a good look of it so far tonight. Boshart and Nate Stevens wide to the left. The snap, handoff to DeLauder, a flag towards that line of scrimmage.
Might have a hold here. Running outside right here with DeLauder. A little handsy on the inside right here. Yeah, number 50 right there. 51, actually, I think it is. Just grabs him and tosses him away. You can't do that. And negative plays, you can't have negative plays, especially down here in the red zone, because you got to be able to finish red zone with a touchdown. And now you're at 2nd and goal from the 16-yard line now.
Oof. So now 2nd and 17, a longer one. Now, perhaps now we will get a first look of the passing game from Danville.
That or a screen. Springfield's obviously been blitzing a lot. We got the Wildcat right here with DeLauder right now.
3 wide receivers wide to DeLauder's right. He's just going to take it himself, as we've seen so many times before. Breaks a tackle, continues to keep those feet moving back inside the 10, brought down around the 6.
Yeah, so they keep blitzing this corner to the field side right here, as you see right there. Weckesser does a good job getting a little block. Tough run by DeLauder up here to get half of it back. Now it puts you at 3rd and manageable from the goal line. I expect him to pass the ball here. We'll see if they go to Nate Stevens. Nope, we're going to get a timeout here by Danville.
So really wanting to take a second to think about it. Springfield fans, if you're joining us for the very first time, we want to welcome you here at the OH Report. We're a fun bunch. I think that you'll enjoy being with us, listening to this game. Feel free to leave us a comment in the fan zone. We'd love to feature those throughout tonight's presentation broadcast. Feel free to give us a like and follow and a share. We're getting a look now at the fan zone. John Curtis Shoemaker saying Big Blue. Linda Oswald saying go Big Blue. So make your presence known. We also have a poll that's going on in our chat right now. Let us know who you think is going to pick up the big victory tonight.
This is an important play right here, right? 3rd and 7 in the red zone. First possession of this playoff game for the Danville Blue Devils. We have, obviously, Danville doesn't kick field goals, or not that I know of, because they obviously go for 2 every time they score. So this might be 2-down territory. They could run the ball here and try to get half of this and get to the 3 or 4 yard line. Definitely possible. So a very, very important play. And for this Springfield team right here, this would be a heck of a stop if they do get it. We know how tough this team is.
And just a momentum boost, gaining possession once again. Now Weckesser once again alone in the backfield, puts Lucas in motion, 3 wide receivers wide to his left. The snap rolls out, slipping inside, reading that corner blitz.
All right, so this is interesting right here, and I've just noticed this. Every time they go this empty set into that trip side, the corner now goes over number 2 right there. You see that? It brings a corner blitz. They're stopping Danville from getting outside. And Danville's going to have to come up with something to be able to stop that. He's almost taking the responsibility of the outside linebacker right there, and they're just bringing the corner in. All right, we're going to funnel everything inside, get our pursuit inside, because we know Danville likes to run their jet sweeps and rollouts, to those trip sides, and this is a good game plan right here. Huge stop right here if they can get it for this Springfield team.
And now Burke on his right, the snap to Weckesser. Looks like he's going to pass, maybe takes it himself. A throw over the middle, it's intercepted!
Might be at the 1.
Weckesser throws an interception. Looks like...
Hopefully it's incomplete. Nope.
And the Tigers are celebrating this one. They're going to take over. I believe on the 1 yard line. He was very close to that goal line when he intercepted it. Weckesser just rolling out, trying to find somebody. I believe he's looking for number 22, Aiden Burke.
Springfield does a good job covering the routes. They ran some simple routes on the outside. They try to get an out route and a go route on the outside, sprint them out. But looks like they called it incomplete. Thankfully, they called that incomplete, because then Springfield would have been at the 1 yard line, which is tough as it is. So as a coaching standpoint right here, knock it down. We talk about that. 4th down, knock it down. If you're in the end zone, yes, pick it off, because then you get the ball at the 20. But as a coach, if you're at the 1, just knock it away. And luckily, they called that interception incomplete right there. Huge stop, though, by the Springfield team.
And now the snap, the handoff to Dante Gentile, the running back, I believe that is.
Yeah, they ran the pro eye right here, a little bit of a power. Got a little flop at the end of the play. Efficient, though. We talk about efficiency, right? And everybody that's listening to me on this broadcast, I talk about efficiency. You want to get 4 yards on first down, okay? So it's now 2nd and 5. So 4 yards on first down is efficient as an offense. You want to get half of that on second down to be efficient. So that puts you at 3rd and short. If you have a ton of 3rd and shorts without the game, your odds of getting it go up and up. So we talk about efficiency, and that was an efficient play right there.
And now Rourke puts a man in motion. The snap, it's a pitch out to Gentile. Gentile shaking around, brought down for a pickup of a couple.
They run toss over there. Boshart does a good job setting the edge. He doesn't end up making the tackle, but he ends up slowing him up a little bit. Keeps his outside arm free, which is huge if you're the outside linebacker in this 3-4 set that they have. Slows them down. Now they lost a yard. Now you're at 3rd and 7. We know the Springfield team doesn't pass a lot. They would like to be 3rd and short, but you got to deal with what we got to deal with. And, you know, they had that success earlier, the Guerrero over the middle on that long 3rd down. Let's see if they go back to him here.
Guerrero does line up in that wide out. Rourke looking to pass towards that left side. There's pressure, slips a tackler.
Oh.
A throw, it looks like incomplete. Almost intercepted there on the corner by Walker Weckesser.
Yeah, so they run a flood concept down here. So you got your go route on the outside. You got your 10-yard out and a flat. He's got to dump it to his flat route right there so he can get upfield. He throws it late. You don't want to do that as a quarterback. Once you see that outside linebacker get depth on the 10-yard out, you got to dump it to that flat, let him run with it, and see if he can get the first down. Now, here you are back at your own zone punting. Saw a blocked punt earlier. Let's see if Danville brings pressure again.
And they were quick off that line to limit the distance of that punt, but this punt will be up towards that sideline. Boshart recovers it at the 43, finds a blocker down the sideline, picks up at least 15, 20 yards on a huge pickup, giving Danville great territory inside the 30.
Yeah, nice little return right here by Danville. Got the punt off, thankfully, for Springfield, and now Danville's got great field position. Can't have negative plays, though. We talk about penalties with this Danville team, too, and obviously they got it down to the 5-yard line, got a holding call, brought him back, and stuck him in that position. So you got to stay away from those negative plays and be able to capitalize in the red zone.
But with that corner blitz, we've seen them do a really good job of limiting these break-open opportunities so far. The longest run, only 11 yards so far.
False start, probably. Yep. Yeah, so talking about this corner blitz where they're bringing them over top number 2 and blitzing them from the outside, you know, probably caught Danville off guard, something you never see. So now, obviously, you're in the box or on the sideline as a coaching staff. You got to dial something up against that now, saying, okay, this is what they're doing to our outside run, whether it's jet sweep or roll out. And this is the pass concept we got to get to. This is the run concept, just different things like that. And we'll see if Danville can adjust. I expect they will adjust to it. Great coaching staff on this, especially offensively for this Danville staff.
Now 1st and 15, ball on the Tiger 28, hands it off to DeLauder. DeLauder breaks a tackle around the ankles, continuing to stay on his feet and fight all the way inside the 20 is where he's brought down.
Yeah, so they just run ISO here with DeLauder. Nice hard run here. Boshart, good lead-up block on the linebacker. And, I mean, DeLauder's just running hard. I mean, that's a 10-yard gain right there. Got hit on contact about 4 yards.
Pickup of 9, so now it's 2nd and 6. Ball inside the red zone. Ball on the 19-yard line.
Little trio set here.
Puts Boshart in motion.
Little orbit motion.
A handoff to DeLauder. Once again, he sees daylight. He's all the way in the end zone for the first score of the game. Cole DeLauder on a touchdown run, 19 yards.
Yeah, so Danville runs a little orbit motion here. They do run this off their RPO set here. It looks like you either go power or counter. Have to see the replay again. But he's untouched. I mean, we talk about this Danville offensive line and how good they are, and he wasn't touched. And first time we saw them do that, run that orbit motion tonight, probably go back to it again. And we obviously know this Danville team and how creative they get offensively, getting their playmakers the ball, and starts off with the DeLauder touchdown.
So we've seen them go for two almost every time this season. They will do the same. Weckesser under center, DeLauder behind him, a handoff to DeLauder, just going to try to power his way through, keeps his feet moving.
Got it.
Looks like he does get the 2-point conversion. So now Danville leading this one 8-0 over the Springfield Tigers.
Yeah, good hard run here by DeLauder. You see the offensive line give him the old push in the back here, and this is the Danville squad we know. We know how tough they can be, and we haven't seen them throw the ball. Maybe one time on that interception/incomplete pass in the 4th down, but they're setting the tone running the ball right now. So why throw the ball when you can just do that? So using all their playmakers, obviously DeLauder's running hard, Weckesser's running hard, and obviously you see the touchdown here again, untouched, and great way after the drive, not capitalizing off the block punt on the former drive. It is what it is. You regroup, you get another stop, and you get another chance at it, and that's what happens. And now they're up 8-0. Let's see if they can carry the momentum on here. They do surprise onside kicks sometimes, though, too. We've seen Danville do that a couple times. It could happen here when they have the momentum in their favor.
Now, how would you like to see the Tigers respond to this touchdown now? I mean, you still have time, even in the first half, to make your statement.
Yeah, you got to get something going offensively, obviously, and can't have any negative plays like we saw. They need to shore up their tackling. That's the biggest thing I'm seeing right now defensively is they're there to make the play, but they're just not on first contact. Danville's breaking it, getting an extra 5 yards. So you got to shore up that tackling we talked about at the beginning of the game.
Now the kickoff, number 22 receives it. That's Noah Trogio, and he's speedy. Following blockers, finally just wrapped up and brought down around the 30-yard line. So a good little kickoff run. Now 48 seconds left in this first quarter. Ball on the Tiger 31. That's where they will begin on 1st and 10. 2 timeouts for Danville and 3 remaining for the visitors.
Yeah, so if you're Springfield here, you got to respond. All right, we got to figure a way to get positive yardage on 1st down and put yourself at 3rd and short. Like we said, they don't like to pass the ball a lot. So you got to put yourself in those 3rd and 3s, 3rd and 2s a lot for you to be able to get it.
Now Rourke under center hands it off to Gentile. Gentile just wrapped up right at that line of scrimmage, a pickup of about 1 yard.
So they just run pro-eye power here. And we obviously know how good this front 7 from Danville is defensively. They're in a bear front right here. And Springfield just doesn't get a push in the middle right there. Now you're at 2nd and 9. You got to find a way to be able to throw the ball. You got to find a way to have success doing it. And it doesn't need to be long passes. It can be quick passes. And obviously that's not who you are. But when Danville's front 7 is as good as it is, it can get tough to run the ball sometimes.
Now Rourke looking to pass, finds Sean Guerrero, but just off his fingertips and out of bounds, incomplete.
Yeah,
so
they just
bring
run a 10-yard out right there, and he's open. Rourke just got to follow through on his throw. He almost threw that off his back foot. Didn't bring the hips around, so it floated a little bit. He had him, though, and that's what we talked about passing the ball. That was a simple 10-yard out. He's just got to put a little more zip on it. You don't really want to float that out there. And now we're at 3rd and 9 right now.
And with 2 seconds left, this will likely be the final play of this quarter.
Let's see if they go back to that double post concept that they hit Guerrero on.
The snap, hands it off to Gentile, has a bit of a hole, picks up positive yardage, but is slammed by the Danville defense. That's going to bring an end to this 4th quarter. Danville leading this one 8-0 over the Springfield Tigers. You're watching high school football live and free on the OH Report.
Are you ready for the comeback?
Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
Bryce Coder with the OH report. Danville leading this one 8-0 after one quarter. This is the first play of the second quarter, and it's a punt once again, almost blocked, but this time up. Bossart directing his guys away from it. Recovered around the 41. The coaches think that it might have touched Danville.
I don't think the refs are going to call it that way. We did have an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, though, through the break, and that's what put Springfield back another 15 yards.
And during the quarter change, some fiery words from the coach. Now they're going to converse about what everyone saw and try to piece together a puzzle of what happened on that play exactly. The Tigers thinking that it actually touched him. Let's get another look at this on the replay.
Can't really tell anything there.
It's difficult.
Maybe Danville comes out with a shot play here. Been running the ball very, very well. And it's been working, so you don't always have to go to it, but you could probably catch one right here.
Now puts Lucas in motion. The snap, hands it off to DeLauder. Pickup of about 2 yards on the run from DeLauder. Bring up second down.
Just run stretch to the left here, which is outside zone. Springfield's D-line gets great penetration off the outside zone. You really don't see anybody run. That's traditional stretch right there, which it's old school. It's under center, and you rarely see that nowadays. And I haven't seen it in a while unless I'm watching an NFL game, so cool to see.
Now 3 wide receivers wide to his left, 1 wide to his right. DeLauder on his left hip the snap. Weckesser looks for a receiver. A screen to DeLauder. It's completed. It's going to be a first down and more. Brought down around the 25-yard line. A huge pickup from Weckesser to DeLauder.
Yeah, with how aggressive Springfield's playing right here, you can always catch him with a screen pass. Linebacker almost sniffs it out right there. Ends up not. They actually didn't blitz into it that time, surprisingly. But Danville got away with it. Danville uses their screen package very, very well, and they window dress a lot of things for it to make it look like a lot of different things.
Now Weckesser, again, under center. The snap, a handoff to DeLauder. Finds himself a gap, spins, and stays on his feet, but is brought down around the 21-yard line, a pickup of about 5 yards.
This is interesting because they're actually pulling their backside guard, so it's truly not even outside zone to begin with. Pulling the outside guard to lead up for DeLauder off the run right there. And Danville's offensive line just getting a good push and Brings up 2nd and 5. Obviously, we talk about being efficient, and that's an efficient play right there.
Now, another play breathing down the neck of this Tiger red zone.
Cover 0, no safety help, blitzing into it. Yep.
Guess the snap count well, but still DeLauder trying to stay alive. Now they're pushing him way back. They didn't blow
I never
the whistle
heard a whistle.
They didn't blow the whistle for a good 10 yards after DeLauder was being pushed backwards, but they will give him forward progress, a pickup actually of a yard.
Yeah, so Springfield actually blitzes into this. We've seen this a couple of times tonight where they go cover 0 on the back end, which means no safety help, man coverage across the board, and blitz into it. So you can maybe catch Springfield in this cover 0 set, take a shot over the top, run some play action off of it.
And now Lucas in motion. Tries to guess the snap count. Unsuccessful this time. Weckesser just rolls out. He's running towards the edge trying to evade these tacklers.
Fumble.
The ball is knocked out. Weckesser jumps right on top, but no! It looks like Jake O'Donnell jumping on top of that one. We'll see if they give it to him. It looks like it may have been out of bounds when he jumped on it.
Out of bounds. Good play here by the corner, though. Completely fooled the defensive end. They run the naked boot off of this, all right? So you're not blocking the defensive end. They fooled the defensive end, but the corner actually stays home and makes a great play
He
for the
didn't
Springfield defense.
The credit to that one for rushing that edge.
Now you're at 4th and 9 here. Cover 2.
Rolling out to his left. Weckesser looking to pass.
Got
There's
him.
pressure. Just hit
Wow.
and brought down. Sacked. A turnover on downs.
That's a big stop by Springfield right there. Danville just runs almost a sort of a flood concept, post over the top. Springfield runs cover 2 down here to the field, and they take every single route away. And then obviously the backside pressure comes because once you sprint out to the left, you're not truly blocking the backside end. And he ends up making a heck of a play right there. But that's a huge stop. We talk about responding, right? They gave up the touchdown, untouched the DeLauder. You're down 8-0. You didn't get anything going offensively. That stop right there is huge for this team. Now we got to find something offensively to be able to move the chains a little bit, right? You got to keep your defense off the field. 3 and outs are almost like a turnover, to be quite honest.
Now the snap, a handoff to number 25, rushing towards the outside. That's Dylan Sheely. Stays on his feet after a couple of juke moves. He's going to pick up a first down or be very close to it.
Wow, it makes a great play right there. They just run jet sweep, and Danville actually does a very, very good job making him cut back inside. But we talk about being sure tacklers for the Springfield team. Right there, man. They had it dialed up defensively for Danville. Now you got to make the play, right? You got put in the right spots. Now you got to make the play. And now we're at 2nd and 1, though. That is huge for this team because you got to be able to move the chains. I don't think they have a first down yet.
You're correct.
They don't
Not
have a first down
down
yet. So this could be a huge momentum swing for this Springfield team.
Looks for Guerrero, takes it himself, gets the first down and more. Rourke with the rush, a pickup of about 7.
Yeah, so they just run quick game right here, try to bang a hitch. Weckesser does a good job getting underneath the hitch right there. And smart play by Rourke just to get what he can get. And now we move the chains. You got your first down of the game. It's 8 minutes left in this first half. Now you got to finish the drive, right? You move the chains, get that momentum, all right? Build some momentum off of it. Come back to your playmakers, get Gentile the ball, maybe on some outside zones or jet sweeps. Use his speed to his advantage.
A yard from Blue Devil territory, puts Guerrero in motion, hands it off to Gentile. Gentile picks up a few.
Yeah, so they faked the jet sweep this time. Obviously, once you run it and it works, you're trying to get that linebacker flow over the top. They run counter backside. Gentile does a good job. Very elusive. It's the cutback's the right thing on that because they had frontside pressure right there. And, again, 2nd and 7 and out. I mean, that's what you'll take. Not exactly efficient, but close enough. Here we got the pro eye again.
Ball on the 47, the closest they've been to Blue Devil territory all night. A handoff to Gentile. Gentile's quick. He gets room. Tries to evade that tackler, but finally brought down. at the Blue Devil 40. A huge pickup of about 13 yards by Dante Gentile.
Yeah, that was a good run play right there. Nice and quick. They flipped the side over with the tight end. Run a little power here. Good kick out block to get Weckesser. The guard leads up on the linebacker, and Gentile does the rest. Great job by the blocking front of that Springfield team right there. Here we are in Danville territory right now.
So perhaps the tides of this game turning. The Blue Devils trying to prevent that from happening. Rourke with Gentile about 6 yards behind him, pitches it out, and is just smashed at that line of scrimmage. A huge hit to bring down Dante Gentile.
Yeah, they just run toss over here. Great play by Weckesser to get him to jump inside. Dives inside, and that's what you want to do. You want to bring toss back inside if you're that outside linebacker. What's interesting to see right here, okay, so what Springfield's doing, and I don't know if they're doing it on purpose, they're putting a formation to one side, and then they're flipping the tight end and wing to the other side, which is actually so Danville moves their outside linebackers to their strength and weak side right there. Okay, so it's actually moving those players from the strong and weak side, so it's kind of messing up the alignment of Danville.
Now puts a man in motion. Rourke looks to pass. A throw towards the sideline over the head of Sheely. Ball pretty uncatchable, but he's hit hard.
Yeah, so they run a sprint out, switch curl concept here. Just two curls coming back to the ball. Throws it high. Really weren't open right there. Smart players just throw the ball away. 3rd and 10 right here.
So after that huge pickup, it would be deflating for the Tigers to lose this one after finally breaking some ground and making momentum forward.
It will, and you obviously you need to score points on every single drive, whether that's a field goal or a touchdown. But if they end up not getting it here on this drive, you still built that momentum, right? You got a couple first downs, 3 first downs, all right? You can build off of that. And it's only an 8-0 ball game. We got a lot of game left to play. And obviously you got to stay in the moment right here, do your job, and finish this drive right now.
Now the snap looking to pass. A throw to Kason Kosek. Has room, a first down and more. Brought down around the 20-yard line.
What a play right here. They run a dagger concept to the field, so you got a seam route, 10-yard dig that I was looking at to the field over here. But nobody goes with the running back. Probably on the outside linebacker's fault. They've been running a lot of cover 3 on the back end, and it looked like the outside backer, once he saw pass, went with the outside guy that ran a switch route inside that helped move that running back wheel and get to where they are now. Now you got to capitalize off of it.
Now the snap, the handoff to Gentile. Brought down once again at that line of scrimmage. He's been successful on some runs, but other ones just stopped in his dust.
Yeah, so they do it again here. They move their wing back over to the strong side, and that's thrown. Oh, a little hurry-up offense here.
Now the snap, looks for a screen. Gentile completed, breaks a tackle, wrapped up and brought down at the 16-yard line. A pickup of about 2. It's going to bring up 3rd down and about 6.
Yeah, they just run a little special route here, so we call the special. You motion the running back out, just throw the running back swing, and Danville does a great job. I mean, look how many hats are to the ball there. Very disciplined ball club this Danville team is, and you expect 7, 8 hats to the ball at all times when that final whistle's blown. And here we are, 3rd and 5. This is 4-down territory here. So I got 2 plays in mind as an offense coordinator, all right? How am I going to try to probably get half of this and put myself in 4th and short since we don't throw the ball much?
And now the snap looking to pass. Rourke trying to find a receiver.
Throw it away.
Shakes Caleb Lucas. Just throws him down. Sacked at the 25. A loss of 9 yards is going to bring up 4th down.
So that's tough by the quarterback there. Just throw the ball away. Put yourself at 4th and 5. If nothing's there, you just got to toss it to the sidelines. Now you put yourself at 4th and 12. And, again, you're not that great. You know, throwing the ball is not our forte again. So here we are at 4th and 13. That's so crucial. Oh, you needed to throw that away. They ran a little Florida concept, out, go route. Wasn't there. Danville did a great job covering it. Now just throw the ball out of bounds and live with 4th and 5.
Rourke, the snap, looking to pass. Kosick back to block, a throw towards the end zone,
PI.
incomplete, but
PI.
a flag on the play.
PI on the defense. A little handsy on the back end. They run a 4 verticals concept here, just go routes by everybody. Actually, they ran a hitch on the outside. And number 1 just gets a little handsy and does a little push off before the receiver can get there.
Jacob Hackman called for pass interference, so that's going to move the Tigers up. Another look at that one.
Yeah, just a little handsy. A little bit of a push off in the back before he jumps. Ref decides to call it. Now they got the ball on the 11-yard line, 12-yard line. If we were in the NFL, that would have been the spot foul. The ball would be on the 2-yard line right now.
Ooh.
So
much different ball game at this point.
Much different ball game. Yeah, so I don't think it's an automatic first down in high school.
So 4th and 3
Yeah,
it'll be.
so you're at 4th and ideally almost 2. This is very manageable here.
We can hear the feet starting to pound in the audience now. The snap, a handoff, Gentile shaking.
Wait, timeout. Timeout by Springfield.
Oh, and what would have been a touchdown, but instead is a timeout.
It got loud here for a little bit, and Springfield's coach down, yep, they blow it dead. Had the right play call there. Obviously, Danville stopped once they heard the whistle, but
Carson.
But this is crucial right here. He didn't like what he saw. Okay, so you're gonna blow a timeout, obviously, because this is one of the biggest possessions plays in the game right now. Is this 4th and 2? Okay, you want to dial up, obviously, the best play that you have right now to be able to get this first down, and that's why you blow that timeout. It is what it is. We move on. All right, live in the moment.
And obviously they got to look at this Danville team, this Blue Devil team, through film and talking with McDonald. What do we've seen them actively trying to approach blitzing on those corners. Are you happy with the adjustments they've made to try to beat this Danville team, and do you think it's going to be successful long term?
I mean, it's 8-0 right now with 3:53 left to play in the second. And you're in scoring position right now, obviously in the red zone. And to be in the ball game, because technically you are the underdog, right? You come 2.5 hours away. You're the 7 seed facing the 2 seed, and you're in this ball game. You're going toe-to-toe with one of the best teams in Division VII football right now, and you live in the moment right now, okay? We got to focus on the moment.
And the snap, handoff to Kosick. Kosick stopped short.
Stuffed him.
Turnover on downs.
Yeah, so they end up actually running the same play that they called the timeout on. Fake the jet sweep, run counter. Great fill by the linebacker. Who is that? Is that Byers? It might have been Byers. Filled, Redis pulling guard, filled through and made a great tackle. Great stop by this Danville team right now.
So they will take over on their own 12-yard line, but after making that stop, they don't mind at all. 3:48 left in the second quarter. They're leading by 8.
Danville's got plenty of time right now. I expect them to spread it out, too. Take some shots here. We know how explosive.
The snap, but there's a quick flag.
Offsides on the defense.
See if there was movement.
I expect Danville to start throwing the ball around a little bit and try to score before this half ends. Get their playmakers the ball on the outside. Plenty of time left, though, 3:47. What a stop by Danville. I mean, that's a huge stop right there. 8-0 ball game. Get it to 4th and 3 after the PI call.
With 3 wide receivers, the snap, a handoff to DeLauder. DeLauder tipping but stays on his feet and is finally brought down. A pickup of about 4, close to that first down marker, but not quite close enough.
2nd and short right here. DeLauder breaking tackles again. 2nd and 1.
And, from game to game, sometimes it seems like we get 2 different versions of DeLauder. Both of them are very, very good, but we get, the run-aggressive, heavy DeLauder and then the block-forward DeLauder.
The kid does it all. He's a complete team player, and he's going to do whatever's asked for him on this Danville team, and this is throwing the bubble out, RPL. Oh! And
a low throw out into the screen to Briar Boshart is going to be incomplete.
Looks like Yep, RPO here, right read. You expect Weckesser to complete that pass right there. Right read, and now we're at 3rd and short here. Again, here we have the Springfield team. If they need to stop here, they're going to get the ball back with plenty of time left to try to go down and put some points on the board. But if I'm Danville here, I'm running it downhill right now. I'm moving the chains, and then I'm going to probably spread it out a little bit. Here comes this outside zone that they run.
Weckesser under center just takes it
sweep.
himself
Key
on the
sneak.
snap, it looks like.
Wait, fumble.
Oh, a fumble apparently.
Fumble. This ref over
Well,
here threw his beanie down. He threw the beanie. He saw it, which means he saw the fumble.
And we'll see what they decide here.
But that is so.
Another replay.
They run the
and they call it a first down for the Blue Devils.
The ref over there threw his beanie to the far sideline, though, which usually typically means he saw the ball come out. But then he just said he was that Weckesser was down. Obviously, we can't see it from the replay. Huge play, though. Move the chains, though. I like the Q sneak. Now spread it out. Let's get the ball to maybe a Nate Stevens out here. Let Weckesser throw the ball a little bit. Yep.
A quick throw to Caleb Lucas, but it's just to his right side, incomplete. Had to make a diving catch, still couldn't come up with it.
Simple hitches here. Right read again. Just inaccurate over here. Maybe that end outside linebacker got in the throwing lane of Weckesser a little bit, jumping, but I expect Weckesser to make that throw.
And with a 60% completion rating, I mean, that's almost unheard of in high school football at these levels.
The kid's made some great throws throughout this season that we've seen.
And the handoff to Bossart. Bossart just running downhill with a full head of steam, one-on-one. He's got room! A huge pickup, the 30, the 20, one-on-one with the tackler, all the way into the end zone for a touchdown, Danville!
Briar Bossart with the jet sweep, and we saw this against Mount Gilead. Turns the Jets on last minute and scores. What a play.
Unbelievable.
Wait a second. Are they saying he stepped out? Oh, they said he stepped out at the 33-yard line.
Let's take another look.
Look at the Jets here. And they say Bossart steps out. You can't see it.
It's tough to see there.
Wow. That is a crucial call right here.
It seems like Bossart is always on the receiving end of these controversial calls. That's like the 4th time on the OH report we've seen him at the end.
How about the speed, though?
Call.
How about the speed? Turns the Jets on. I mean, look at this. Great blocking, great play set
Also, they call it a touchdown.
We got a touchdown now?
He just called it a touchdown.
All right, well, change of plans. They're still conversating about this, but I don't understand.
Oh, there was a penalty. They said the penalty was declined.
Oh, okay.
So he's got the penalty flag in his hand. They're discussing it now. They did call it a touchdown after the penalty was declined. The offense lining up on that 2-yard line to what looks like go for the 2-point conversion, but they don't have referees to officiate the play.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're talking about right now. But touchdown Danville, and that's how you respond right there, right in your own territory. They waved off the flag. Flag got waved off actually, so there was no call. And Danville scores. So that's how you respond. You get a great stop on the 4th and short down here. You get the QB sneak to move the chains, and then you give it to one of your playmakers on the outside, Briar Bossart, and he does the rest. And then you talked about DeLauder there. DeLauder had a key block right there. Obviously, you talked about he can run, he can catch the ball, but he can also block. Like I said, he's the complete team player and had a crucial block right there, and now here we are, 14-0 Danville in the Maryland eye here again.
You love it so much.
Oh, it's the old school.
Now the snap, a
Ooh,
pitch to
toss.
Weckesser out towards that side pylon. He crosses, 2-point conversion. Danville leading this one 16-0, 2:27 left in the second. We're going to take a break. You're watching high school football live and free on the OH Report.
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
Yeah, it's the comeback. Are you ready for the comeback?
Bryce Coder, Payton Vanderkooi with the OH report. Danville picking up a even further lead, 16-0 over the Springfield Tigers of New Middletown up in Mahoning Valley.
Huge drive right there, huge play. And we talk about winning the middle eight. Okay, so winning the middle eight means winning the last 4 minutes of the first half and winning the first 4 minutes of the second half. So Danville is now, they're obviously winning the game, but they're winning that middle eight right now, which is huge. And you know, there's a lot of research done about it and everything like that, so it's huge in the aspect you try to win that middle eight, because if you win the middle eight, you tend to win a lot more football games. And we see Danville win the middle eight a lot. They're very good at ending the halves and very good when they come out at halftime at the same time. But if you're Springfield here, you got to respond. You had to put points on the board before halftime. And I think Danville gets the ball, actually, to start the half. So it is very, very apparent that they do score on this drive.
And so what makes that middle eight so important about, you know, is it controlling tempo, controlling momentum, or what is it specifically that makes it so important?
It is, and it's taking that momentum into halftime. Great stop there by the kickoff team. But it's taking that momentum into halftime, right? And you have all the momentum. You scored whatever points it was. But then to come out to start the second half and set the tone for the rest of the game. Because, right, it's kind of broken into two games. You got your first half. You go to halftime. You make your adjustments. You come out. And to set the tone in that first 4 minutes is very, very important into almost the outcome of a lot of ball games. Because, I mean, you see it all the time in any games you watch, NFL, college, high school. When that team comes out at halftime and sets the tone and wins that first 4 minutes, you can just see it. You can feel that momentum, and sometimes it translates the rest of the game. Not all the time, obviously, but a good amount.
And now Rourke puts a man in motion. Trouble with the snap once again in the backfield, dancing around, brought down for a loss of about 3. The second time we've seen that tonight.
Just drops the snap again like the first snap. That was a little low, though, down by the knees. Negative play, though. Now you're at 2nd and 12.
Now inside of 2 minutes in this first half remaining.
So Danville has 2 timeouts left. If they get a stop here, I would burn a timeout. You've already blocked 1 punt earlier, right? So if you get a stop here, burn a timeout.
The snap rolling out, looking to pass. Rourke, a throw towards the sideline, once again off target.
He was open. He was open. Just they're running that switch concept, the comeback and a curl route. He just doesn't turn his left shoulder enough. He kind of keeps his shoulders square. You'd like to see him turn the shoulders a little bit more and then come through with the hips and the right arm right there, which tends to make it sail if you don't have the other shoulder. He threw a lot of arm right there.
Was Dylan Sheely.
Now it's 3rd and 12. Danville's got 2 timeouts, so if you're Danville, you're thinking, okay, we're going to get the ball back and we're going to put more points up on the board before this half ends.
Minute 30 remaining here in the second quarter. 3rd and 12. Ball on their own 32. Rolling out once again. Looking
His
to
guy
pass
is out.
Rourke.
It's late.
And caught by Sean Guerrero just short of that first down marker. An athletic grab by Guerrero up in the air to stay with it.
Yeah, they run a flood concept, a go route, 10-yard out. He had the 10-yard route open early. He needs to get the ball out sooner. Just late on the throw, and that's why it's 4th and 1.
4th and 1, so we'll likely go for it here is what we'll see.
I mean, I would say you are.
And now, in the gun, the snap, a handoff to Gentile, and he just
Stopped
needs
him.
1 yard. Looks like he's short.
Depends on this official right here.
Looking for a spot. Still,
First down. They're saying first down.
and they do call it a first down, a close one.
Whoa.
The fans not happy
I
about
don't
this
know that.
one.
I don't know that he got that.
I mean, from the line, it never looked like that
I don't-
scrum ever made it towards that first down marker. Now
False
a
start.
flag
False start.
after a no huddle.
I don't think he. Obviously, I'm not that far official over there who made the call, but you don't see any.
no way.
You don't see any Mount Vernon anybody past that first down marker. Yeah, that's questionable. That's questionable, but it is what it is at this point. If you're Danville, okay, you didn't get the call. It is what it is. We move on from it. And if you're Springfield, you got 2 timeouts left, 35 seconds. You're trying to put some sort of points on the board.
1st and 15 now. Looking to pass out towards Dylan Sheely. Completed. Cross the original line of scrimmage and maybe a few extra, pickup of about 7.
That's a great play there by Sheely right there. And just getting what you can get. He doesn't mess around. He catches it and gets right upfield. You love to see that as a receiver whenever you got the ball in your hands. Is catch it, get upfield. He got out of bounds, so they didn't have to burn a timeout. Okay, so you still have 2 timeouts left with 22 seconds left. All right.
And the Tigers could still very well make a statement going into this. We saw that in the East Knox
You're trying
game.
to find points. I expect sprint out left here.
Now looking left to pass, tries to step up in the pocket, but just really doesn't have room. The pressure finally brings him down. A sack. A loss of about, 5.
Yeah, so he had his flat route open, number 11 over here. He just takes his eyes off of it and drops his eyes and tries to scramble, and Danville does a good job with the interior pressure.
We will have a timeout from the Tigers.
Seems like Rorick's just having a hard time reading the defense, and we've seen him get the ball out late to open guys, and it seems like he's not going through his progressions as quick as you want him to do, and it can be difficult too at the same time. Playing a good defense like this that's fast and physical, you want to drop your eyes, and you don't want to drop your eyes, but you tend to, and it's important that you just go through your progressions. You trust your progression. You trust your O-line, because the O-line actually hasn't done a terrible job tonight. A lot of the sacks that came off him, going through his progressions and then dropping and trying to run. So you'd like to see him go through his progressions a little bit quicker and stay on, certain receivers a little bit longer and then get that ball out a little bit quicker. But also rolling him out to the left is hard because he's got to turn his shoulder. He's got to go through all of that. I'd like to see him roll out to his throwing side.
Now the snap, 14
Reverse.
seconds left. A
Double
reverse,
pass.
another reverse, a throw out towards the sideline, cuts inside. It looks like it might have been completed. It was completed. 7 seconds
Time
left.
out.
Oh my gosh, that's Jake O'Donnell, his 5th catch of the year.
Yeah, so they run a flea flicker right here. Reverse, tight end delay. So they run a wide delay off of here, and a heck of a catch. He actually had him beat deep. They actually set this up perfectly. So the outside receiver runs a post deep down the middle of the field. The Y, who caught the ball right there, does a great job acting like he's blocking, delaying, and then he shoots out on that outside go route right there. And you'd like to see Rourke get a little air under that because he had him. Could have been a bigger gain. So 7 seconds now. You're on 37-yard line, so you expect probably a Hail Mary here, maybe a hook and ladder. I've seen teams do a hook and ladder where they run a curl or a dig backside, and then you have a shallow out run in. You catch the dig or curl, and then you dump it to the shallow route, and he goes. So I expect that's what I expect, a hook and ladder. I expect a hook and ladder. If you're Danville, you got to be disciplined on the back end, though. You got to be expecting that. If you see the ball come out fast, be expecting that hook and ladder right there. But again, you got to be able to rally the ball. D-line, you got to get pressure. Once you see that ball's away, you got to run also, because cutbacks, all that things happen, and a lot of things that go into it.
And now 7 seconds left, 1st and 10. Ball on the 38 of the Blue Devils. Springfield, no timeouts left. The snap rolls out, looks to pass towards the sideline, and just bobbles it out of his hand. Sean Guerrero, the intended receiver, drops it.
Yeah, so they're just trying to get a quick pass over here to the out, and he just drops it. They're just trying to get something quick out there so they can make it easier on the quarterback to throw it in the end zone for the Hail Mary. Now he got pressure in his face, wasn't able to follow through on his throw, so that's why it was a little behind. You expect your receiver to still catch that ball, though, and get out of bounds.
With 2 seconds left, this will likely be the final play of the first half. See if we have some late first half heroics from the Tigers. 3 wide receivers wide to his left, 1 wide to his right. He's got Gentile on his left hip. The snap looks to
Hail Mary.
throw, running. A ball that's short and looks like it's just intercepted as time expires. So Danville's going to go into halftime leading this one 16-0 over the Springfield Tigers.
Yeah, it's still a deep interception. All right, 16-0 at halftime. Should be an exciting second half.
So stay with us. We will have marching band shows from both sides, halftime stats, analysis, and more.
Are you ready for the comeback?
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
see me, but I am currently dancing like Uma Thurman. And soon, the band will be too. Featuring this season's band dance, here is Uma Thurman. Mr. DePanicus, the band staff, and Springfield Band Boosters would like to thank you for your support this evening and wish Adriana Miller a happy 18th birthday. It's Friday night and the lights are low, bright, the night is young, and the music's high. We hope you're in the mood for one more dance because it's your last chance, you dancing queen. wrote the drill for this performance. The Blue Devil Band is proud to feature senior color guard members Olivia Keffer, Kyra Mintel, Deja Wetland, and Madison Wynn in this performance from the popular video game soundtrack. Here is Five Nights at Freddy's. Marching Blue Devils of our senior class, a huge thank you for their dedication and commitment to this program. Their leadership has paved the way for many great things. Now, featuring Tanner Banbury and Dylan King to send shivers down your spine, here is Spooky Scary Skeletons.
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Bryce Coder with the OH Report here with Payton Vanderkooi. We've got the Bottleneck Bar and Grill halftime show. So far, Danville leading this one 16-0 over the Springfield Tigers of New Middleton up in the Mahoning Valley. A couple of big touchdowns, one by Cole DeLauder and another on a 77-yard touchdown run from Briar Boshart. Let's take a look at both teams' stats through one half of football. The Tigers with 5 first downs, 67 passing yards, 52 rushing yards for a total of 119, 1 turnover, 3 penalties for a total of 15 penalty yards. Danville Blue Devils with 3 first downs, 15 passing yards, but 278 rushing yards. Some big runs for a total of 293 total yards, 1 turnover, 3 penalties for a total of 25 total penalty yards. So what are you seeing so far, Payton Vanderkooi? What are you thinking?
I mean, the thing that stands out to me is the rushing yards for Danville. Obviously, they came out and they just ran, and had great success doing it. And I think they just wanted to come out and show just how physical and tough that they were and the team that they are. And, obviously you had Boshart with a nice 70-yard run, too, showing a little bit of speed off. And, what's going to be important is this first 4 minutes right here for both teams. Who's going to set the tone to start the half off is the biggest thing. And it's only a 16-0 ball game here, and you make your halftime adjustments, things you saw in the first half, and I expect Springfield to start completing some passes because they're open. They just got to be completed, and I expect Danville to just do what they do, control the line of scrimmage, and keep running the ball because it's being successful for them. And between Weckesser and DeLauder and Boshart and you think for Springfield though too is that we talk about that tackling aspect and how they're there to make the plays, but they just haven't made enough of them right now. And I'm sure that was talked about at halftime too. So we'll see. I'm excited for the second half.
Now, after this 30 seconds, there will be probably another 3 minutes added on.
No, I think we're going to be good.
Okay,
yeah.
So we are inside of that additional 3 minutes, so we are getting ready to kick things off once again. Took the Blue Devils almost a full quarter to score, but when they finally did, they broke things open with the 2-point conversion, once again scoring in the second quarter. We want to give a happy birthday to Devani Adams, the athletic director for Danville High School, for allowing us to be a part of so many broadcasts, so many great legendary games that we've been allowed to be a part of because of her great support and her great work at Danville High School. So, Devani Adams, happy birthday from the OH Report.
Danville's going to get the ball to start off the half. I'm waiting for a shot play. I'm waiting for Danville to take a shot deep, and when's it going to happen is the thing, because we've seen Springfield blitz a lot and play a lot of cover zero, and obviously Danville's had success running the ball. So I'm expecting a shot play sooner than later, something over the top.
Case and Kosek kicking things underway.
Catch the ball.
It'll be Boshart receiving it, just rolls on top of it at the 21.
One rule of thumb, don't let the ball touch the ground on kickoff return. Somebody's got to catch the ball because the ball is live at that point, and Springfield can get it. So don't let the ball, whether that's the front line guy, now that's the returner's call. So the returner's got to say, hey, me, or say the guy's name in front of him, say you, 40, whatever the number is. I don't know how they do it. But the ball cannot touch the ground on kickoff return because it turns into situations like that.
And so now on the 21, 1st and 10, Blue Devils on their own territory. 2 wide receivers wide to his left, puts Lucas in motion. DeLauder on his right hip, the snap. A handoff to DeLauder. DeLauder following a blocker, jukes inside the huddle, and then crosses the 25, taken down around the 29 for a pickup of about 8 yards.
Just running hard here. They just run counter. Guard kicks out the end. He wrong arms it, and DeLauder's just running hard, man. It's just this is who Danville is. I mean, they're just tough. They're tough, and it's hard to bring these guys down. And it's between DeLauder and Weckesser, man. These guys run hard.
And now DeLauder behind him. He once again puts Lucas in motion.
Cover zero, blitz.
Weckesser, the snap, fakes the handoff, but it's a low throw to Nate Stevens, incomplete.
It was the right play call too. They run an all-out blitz here, cover zero. They bring the house. If he can just complete that, he's got one guy to beat, and he's off to the races if he doesn't make the play. We've seen Weckesser be a little erratic on some quick passes tonight. I think that's the third one where he's throwing either a hitch or a now screen out there that he hasn't completed, which is surprising because he is fairly accurate as a passer. Big play here, though, 3rd and short.
Lone in the backfield, 3rd and 2 on their own.
Here comes a corner blitz. Q counter.
Takes it himself, crosses that 1st down marker and more. Across the 35 even, brought down at the 36. Walker Weckesser with a big QB run.
Yeah, so they run Q counter off the fake jet sweep here. Pull guard and the wing, and he just runs hard and gets the 1st down. They brought that corner blitz again that we saw in the first half when they brought that jet sweep over. I expect Danville to be able to see that again and maybe throw something over the top off a fake jet sweep. A great play call there on 3rd and short. Just give Weckesser the ball, run counter, get the 1st down, move the chains. Great start to the half for Danville. Cover zero here.
Boshart in motion.
Orbit motion.
The snap, handoff to DeLauder. Contact at that line of scrimmage, brought down maybe a pickup of 1 from Cole DeLauder.
Yeah, so that was the same play that he scored on, actually. A little orbit motion, bringing Boshart back out. Linebacker just shoots the gap behind the pulling guard. Doesn't end up making a play, but he does slow him down. Blitzing a lot this half. I mean, we saw him blitz some in the first half, but they've blitzed the past 3 plays now. Expect the shot play to come sooner than later. If they're going to blitz all out like that, it's either going to be a screen pass or a shot play over the top.
Now the poll we put out tonight, 84% of our 98 votes saying the Blue Devils are going to take this one home. We'll see if that holds true. Weckesser takes it himself, slips through a hole, picks up another about 4 yards or so.
Linebacker does a good job filling right there. DeLauder tries to lead up on the Mike backer, and number 54 does a good job taking on that block and then making the tackle. 3rd and 5, though, here. This could be a huge stop for Springfield if they can get it.
Lucas Datilo blowing up that play for the Tigers. Now the Blue Devils on 3rd and 5, ball on their own 41. Lucas in motion. 2 men wide to his left. The snap, hands it off to DeLauder. DeLauder following a blocker, but cuts inside. He has room, one-on-one with the tackler, puts his head down, and is brought down at the 30-yard line. A huge pickup.
Yeah, so they're just running power here with DeLauder. And he does a good job reading this block right there, the kickoff block. One cut up the field. what you like to see out of your running back, and then he finishes strong on the end. I mean, corner tried to tackle him. He dragged him 10 yards. What a hard run.
A 29-yard run from DeLauder.
2 crucial third downs this drive by Danville to help move the chains.
Now DeLauder in that Wildcat position. Takes it himself. Slips right up the middle. Pickup of about 8. DeLauder mean on that run tonight.
Man, you give DeLauder a head of steam, man. It's hard to bring him down with that head of steam. Great start to the half here by Danville. We talk about the momentum coming out of halftime, and this is how you do it right here. Now you got to finish with points on the board.
Now, 2nd and 2. Ball on the 22, the Tigers 22 this time. Boshart in motion, the snap once again hands it off to DeLauder, pushes forward, very close to that first down marker. We'll see where they spot it.
Danville gets a good push here from their offensive line. It's just to give them the first. 3rd down.
And just short, so 3rd and 1.
Another 3rd down here. Third down of this drive. QB sneak probably. Here they are in the Maryland I.
Once again, that Maryland I, the snap, a handoff to Weckesser with speed. Gets to the first down, a pickup of another extra 2, so for a total of about 4.
Yeah, good kick out block by Byers there on the end. DeLauder leading up, and Weckesser just running hard. If you need 1 yard, get in the Maryland I.
Now a 16-0 score, 7:20 left in the 3rd. If they score here, are things getting unmanageable or out of hand for the Tigers?
It's still manageable. I mean, obviously, if they score.
Now DeLauder takes it himself, hit at the line of scrimmage, maybe a loss of 1.
No, it's still manageable. If they score here 22-0, yeah, that's technically still a 3-possession game. You need some 2-point conversions, obviously, but it's still a 3-possession game. So still manageable, but you got to try your best right here to not let them score, because it's hard to come down from whether that's 24-0 or 22-0. It's hard to come back from. You're right, but it is manageable. But it's not something that you ideally want to be in.
Very much so. Now the snap looks to pass, pressure, breaks a tackle in the pocket, rolls forward, just trying to get back to that line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that was a good pass rush right there by Springfield. But only bring 4 guys. Almost had him initially.
Weckesser in obvious pain on his shoulder.
Yeah, he's hurting right now. That's
in clear, serious pain.
Oh no.
Holding that left arm limp. There's going to be an injury timeout. Let's go ahead and take a break until we figure out what's going on here.
Are you ready for the comeback?
Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you. Listen.
All right, Jacob Hackman now back in at quarterback, just sneaks it himself, pushing through that line, a flag towards the line of scrimmage. Weckesser walking around on that sideline.
You hope he's.
And now a flag.
What is?
We'll see what happened. Holding some talking going on. Looks like he was holding back another player. Oh, saying something to a referee.
Yeah, Yep, we got a defensive guy saying something to the official. You never want to see your guys talk to the official unless you're the captain. So you talk about this before the game. is you have your captains that can go to the official if there's a problem, ever a situation. But you never want to see what you just saw there. And it looked like, what was there, a holding call on Danville to begin with?
I believe so, yes.
Which would have brought him back. So this could be a drive killer for Springfield if, depending on this whole situation that plans out.
Weckesser trying to get back into the huddle now.
We know how tough Weckesser is. Here's the penalty call.
So holding against Danville.
So they're going to move that 10 yards back. Since it was after the play, they're now going to mark off 15 yards from there, which should be 3rd and 1 unless it's an automatic first down.
So an unsportsmanlike conduct against the Tigers will now move it up.
No, we know how tough Weckesser is, and you hope he's okay, and you know he's going to give it all and everything he has, even if he is beat up. So you hope nothing serious. He's obviously back in there right now, which, as tough as he is.
A quick chat with the trainer, and he just came right back onto the field.
Could have had a stinger, possibly. You know, I don't want to speculate. And so he could have had a stinger where you get hit in the shoulder, and it kind of like – it feels like you don't have an arm. It eventually goes away. But, again, don't want to speculate on that. But he's in there right now, so must have got cleared to go.
Now DeLauder in the Wildcat, though. A pause. Referee being yelled at by the coach of the Springfield Tigers, trying to get some context on this situation.
There's a lot of things happening. Looks like we got 3rd and 6 right now.
Communicating with his guys on defense now. Still discussion from the referees.
A lot of these meetings, it seems like, tonight between these officials. We had one on the touchdown with Bozart where didn't know what was going on. Have this one, that punt return that they thought hit somebody, and then they got together. So we've had a lot of little discussions like this. And yeah, and then this is a crucial play right here, and obviously Danville's got a lot of momentum right now in the red zone.
But with
this can slow their tempo down a little bit, but you want to get it right as an official, right? You don't want to make a mistake in a crucial game like this, and you want to get everything right. So it's better to be safe than sorry. So
it looks like they will continue play. DeLauder in the Wildcat position. Again, puts Weckesser in motion, takes it himself, DeLauder does, crosses that line of scrimmage, picks up a couple more, brings up 4th down.
Yeah, so they fake it to Weckesser and just run up the middle, running power with actually they run counter here with DeLauder just running downhill. Big play right here, 4th and 2 for either side. This could be a huge stop for Springfield if they get it. And this, if Danville gets it, this can put this game a little bit more out of hand.
So now 4th and 2, ball on the 9-yard line. Inside the red zone. Another opportunity for the Danville Blue Devils to score going out of the Maryland eye once again. Boshart under center. The snap. Hands it off to
Byers.
Hands it off to Byers instead. Pushing forward. Then gets pushed back. We'll see where they spot this.
Got it.
They say it's a first down. And this crowd is erupting with excitement after that first down. 1st and 5 now.
Nice hard run by Byers right there. Haven't called his name a lot tonight, but in crucial situations like that, they decide to just give the old fullback dive and run up his center's back and move the chain. So a big run right there. Nice hard run by Byers. And we talk about these guys on this Danville team and all the playmakers that they have, and he's just one of those pieces. Maryland die again here.
Once again, looking for the end zone now this time. The snap, the flip out to Weckesser.
Oh, what a play.
Pressure in the backfield brought down, a loss of 5. Looks like Hayden Pavlock with the tackle for loss.
He's made a couple actually crucial plays tonight. He had that fumble punch out on Weckesser earlier in the game, and he does a good job actually knifing in and filling the alley right there and getting a nice tackle. That puts you at 2nd and 10. That's a huge play for Springfield.
Now some substitutions happening, 2nd and 10. See what they do here. It looks like they have Nate Stevens lined up on that wide right side. A lot of men close to that line of scrimmage there. Puts Boshart in motion. Motion once again. DeLauder on his left hip. Weckesser, the snap, hands it off to DeLauder. Slips around the outside blocker. Stays on his feet. There's a flag on the play, though, but he's inside the 5.
Looks like we got a hold on Danville. Man, you got to stay away from the negative plays down here. We saw it. First possession of the game, right? They got a holding call. Ended up not scoring that first drive. And I wonder who they call it on. They call it on. I'd have to see the number again, but now you're in. Oh, man. 2nd and goal from the 20.
Never an ideal situation.
It's not ideal. You're hoping to get half of this right here and get up to 3rd and 10. Now, again, Danville doesn't kick field goals, okay? So they got 3 plays ideally. They got this play, 3rd down and 4th down if they need it.
So now Nate Stevens wide to his left once again. Boshart in motion. Weckesser rolling out to the right. A huge
Boshart's
block
wide open.
But a throw, a late flag.
Holding on the offense. Another hold. Weckesser had Boshart here wide open in the flat way early. He wanted to take his deep shot, which he usually does, but they declined it. 3rd and 20 here. 3rd and 20. Yeah, and you gotta look at the shoulder too, and how Weckesser's feeling right now. Not wanting to get hit on that shoulder, but you would expect him. He needs to get the ball out to the guy when he's open, and Boshart was open there, and just needs to throw an easy flat route to him and let Boshart do his thing.
Now 3rd and 20, ball on the 20.
Keep everything in front of you if you're Springfield here.
Handoff to Boshart. Boshart with a huge run earlier, just powering down, picks up about 3 on that run.
Ran the corner blitz again right into this jet sweep. They do a good job picking it up. DeLauder does there, but that means if he has to pick up the corner blitz, nobody's blocking the guy over top of him. You would expect, okay, in the grand scheme of things, and in film tomorrow, when they see that DeLauder takes him, that outside receiver's got to take DeLauder's guy now, and you leave the corner, well, it'd be the safety unblocked. Huge play here, 4th down. Keep everything in front of you here if you're Springfield. Back up a little bit. I mean, I'd back up. You don't want anything to get behind you.
Now Springfield with 4 linebackers. The snap, a handoff, a reverse to Stevens. Once again, back to Weckesser. Weckesser looks towards the end zone. Just broken up.
Guerrero with the breakup there. Very disciplined. They set up a little flea flicker there. Weckesser makes a decent pass, but Guerrero makes a good play. He just stays home, gets everything in front. That's a huge stop for Springfield right now. We talked about them giving up points, being down 22-0, whatever it is. It is now a 2-possession game still. 2:30 on the clock. Danville killed a lot of time that drive. So I'd expect to see a more up-tempo offense for Springfield and get something going with that tempo.
And they were trying to utilize that pass earlier tonight. Do you think they'll go back to it, even though they haven't been successful with accurate throws?
It's open. And then you have to go back to it, and you expect Rourke to make those throws.
Now the snap looks to pass towards the left, completed. Number 25 caught it.
Okay, so that's a nice 5-yard gain. That's what you want. That's an extension of your run game, right? You're not running the ball very well tonight. And this is what you want to see from Rourke, too. That's all he has to do. It's nice pitch and catch. Get it to your guy out there. Get 5 yards. And that's a confidence booster for Rourke, too, for these accuracy, right? You complete 1 pass. It turns into 2. It turns into 3. So you can build momentum off these completed passes. Like I said, just an extension. Off their run game, you're at 2nd and 5 now instead of being 2nd and 9, 2nd and 10 like you have been.
Now inside 2 minutes left in the third quarter. The snap, a handoff to Gentile. Gentile fighting through that pile, picks up a gain of about 4 within 1 yard of that first down marker.
Yeah, good hard run there inside by Gentile. And the thing is, too, once you start completing passes, it softens up the defense a little bit for you to be able to come back to run the ball.
Whole bunch of comments in our fan zone from Blue Devil fans. Let's hear from some Tigers. If you're a Tigers fan listening, feel free to leave us a comment. We'd love to feature that on the broadcast. Now, under center Rourke, the snap, a pitch to Gentile. Gentile, a big pickup of a first down and even more, brought down at the 34.
Just run toss to the boundary here. Nice hard run by Gentile. He gets his block and he puts his foot down and gets the first down. That's all you care about is moving the chains in that situation.
Now the Tigers a 1st and 10, 1 minute in running on the clock.
Here they are in the pro eye again. They now flip their tight end over, so they're doing this on purpose to mess with the strength of Danville's defense. Doesn't work out, though. Danville did a good job right there.
And now a pickup of 1, doing a good job of blowing that play up.
Yeah, so they're doing it on purpose. They get in the formation. They flip the tight end once Danville has their strength set, and they try to get some players out of position a little bit off of that. So, but Danville, again, very, very disciplined and know what they're supposed to do. So, good stop there.
Man in motion. Rourke, the snap, out of the gun, looks to pass. A throw towards the sideline completed by number 2. And a small gain on that one.
Yep, sprint out. Nice easy pass. You'd like to see him lead him out a little bit. But now it puts you at 3rd and 7, okay? You're not at 3rd and 10, even actually 3rd and 6 right now. We got an injury on the sideline over here. I can't tell who it is.
Still down on the ground, being tended to by the trainers.
Somebody on Danville.
So a few Danville players gathering around that huddle. We still can't see who this is. Boshart, Briar Boshart. Take another look at this. Boshart at the edge there.
Yeah, so he
in.
comes in at the end. Gets hit by his own guy. You'd like to see the hustle from Boshart there. You know, cleaning up the mess right there. You hope he's okay and can get back in this ball game. Maybe got the wind knocked out of him, possibly. Looks like he's trying to catch his breath over there.
They order the clock running, so the third quarter will expire here. Danville leading this one 16-0 over the Springfield Tigers of New Middleton. Fourth quarter coming up next.
Are you ready for the comeback?
Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
Fourth quarter action here. Tigers have the ball. Hand off to Kosek. Kosek running through the middle. A quick start to this one. Pickup of about 4, I'm sorry.
Fourth down.
It'll bring up fourth down. And it's now or never on this season for the Springfield Tigers. With this fourth quarter, they have to score 2 touchdowns and two-point conversions just to tie. Do you think that's a possibility with this much time left?
Yeah, 100% a possibility. It's got a whole quarter left to play, but you got to score every time you have the ball now.
So now the pressure is starting to mount on the Tigers. Rourke under center, puts a man in motion. The snap just takes it himself, tries to push forward for that first down. It looks like they will have it. See what the referees rule this.
Gotta love the old QB sneak. If you need a nice little yard, go with the old quarterback sneak. A little push in the back by the old fullback. It's hard to stop. The old quarterback sneak. We see Philadelphia Eagles do it all the time.
The Eagles, that tush push, they call it. The brotherly shove.
It is.
Yeah.
Technically in high school, I don't think you're supposed to actually push in the back, but the NFL, you're allowed to. But move the chains. That's all that matters right here in this situation.
Now out of the gun, wide receivers on either side of him out wide. The snap just hands it off to Gentile, I believe, who picks up a healthy gain of about 5.
Yep, nice little run there by Gentile. It's like number 25 for Springfield. A little hobbled up right there.
Dylan Sheely has 2 catches on the night.
Yeah, he's a little hobbled up, limping off to the sidelines over there. Hope he's okay.
Big part of that offense, 31 catches, 41 yards, 4 rushing touchdowns, and 16 carries for 90 yards on the season so far. Now Rourke with men out, snaps the ball, looks to pass towards the sideline. Guerrero with the catch. They do rule it in. They rule it complete as a catch.
Good catch.
So a big pickup.
It's a good catch by Guerrero. They just ran 10-yard out. They ran it earlier in the night. Nice little speed out at the top. You'd like to see Rourke get the ball out a little bit earlier so he don't have to flirt with the sideline so much, but you'll take the completion. That's a pass he missed earlier in the game, and now you see him complete it.
Guerrero with his 23rd catch of the year. Now with 2 wide receivers once again on either side, they put a man in motion. The snap hands it off to Kosek, just hit in the backfield. It's going to be for a loss of at least 2, if not 3.
Caleb Lucas. I've been waiting to call his name all night. He usually wreaks havoc in the backfield and makes a heck of a play right there. Just shoots the gap right here, beats the tackle across his face, and makes a great tackle. Caleb Lucas is always making impactful plays on the defensive end. Has some great blocks on offense, too, at the same time, but there's always moments in these games, especially late in the games, where he comes up big for this team.
Caleb Lucas, the 6'3 junior for the Blue Devils. Now the snap
Hitch and
from
go.
Rourke.
Oh, it's PI.
Oh, a huge pass interference. The wide receiver just flattened. Now Rourke looking to roll out. A high throw to Sheely, incomplete.
Oh, wow. So they run a hitch and go up top, and they have him. But the DB does a smart job here, right? He falls for the hitch, and he knows he's going to get beat, so he just tackles him. You'd rather give up 15 yards than a touchdown. And that's what we're going to have here because he completely tackled the receiver. Perfectly timed call right there for the hitch and go. And, you know, it happens. And like I said, the DB actually made a smart play, knew he was going to get beat on the hitch and go, and just wrapped the receiver up. Live for another down, right? I mean, it's 15 yards. It's better than a touchdown given up. So smart play on I think that was Nate Stevens out there who got the PI call. But, again, that's a smart play on his play. I mean, obviously, yeah, you don't want to get a penalty. But if you're going to get beat, especially that bad, you might as well try to trip him up so he can't score, because that's what would have happened. It was good. I mean, Nate drove on it, and he would have had him for a touchdown.
We saw Rourke even react to that and roll back to the other side, looking for the other receiver. Now Rourke once again looking for a receiver, shakes and bakes, runs out towards the outside of the pocket at that line of scrimmage, eventually runs out of bounds. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, so they run quick game here, and he's got to get rid of the ball. Quick game, you got to get the ball quick. Now he just needs to throw it to his boundary receiver here. He's telling him to go deep. That he's open. Just throw it to him once you roll out to the right and dump it to him for 5 yards. No reason for him to go deep. Dump it to him right there. Now, if he's covered, yeah, you go deep. But we don't need scramble drill like that.
So mental mistake there, missing that open receiver.
Yeah, because now you're in 2nd and 10. You could be in 2nd and 5.
Now 2nd and 10, ball on the Danville 30. Have an opportunity to get close to that red zone, but a quick pass to Sheely. Sheely breaks the tackle and is brought down in the backfield. Loss of about 5 unless they give him forward progress, and it'll be about 3.
Running now, screen over here, and Bosart does a good job blowing it up initially, and then obviously you have DeLauder there cleaning it up. Love the hustle by DeLauder. Good to see Bosart back in the game after he was banged up there a little bit before the quarter ended, and you like to see DeLauder flowing out there and you know, giving all he's got to try to get this win by sprinting out there. So 3rd and long here now. You're trying to get half of this, if you're Springfield at least, to put yourself in 4th and manageable. Maybe try to find Guerrero.
See what they're capable of doing here on 3rd and 15. A throw towards
What a
Guerrero
ball.
on the sideline, but incomplete. Just hits Guerrero in that right shoulder and bounces out.
Yeah, that's a far throw for a quarterback also to try to throw that. It looks like they tried to run a comeback, and it looked like he threw a decent ball, just a hair behind him. You'd like to see Guerrero come down with that, though, right? With Rourke being not as accurate tonight as you'd want him to be, it hit his hands. You got to bring that in crucial moments like this, so at least put yourself in 4th and manageable. Now you're at 4th and 15, and you know, if you're Danville, you get some nice pressure from your D-line. I expect Caleb Lucas to get in there, keep everything in front of you on the back end.
The snap, looks to pass, pressure, throw over the middle. Sheely broken up, incomplete.
Good defense. Yeah, it's good defense there by the defensive back. They just run a bender route, and then Rourke throws it where it needs to be, but the DB just makes a play. They actually blitz both backers up the middle. Pass pro is decent there, but a good play by the defensive back there.
Jacob Hackman on the breakup.
Jacob Hackman, great play. Great play by the young man. Big stop there by Danville. It's crazy. We've only seen a possession each, and we have 8 minutes left now in this 4th quarter.
Dalton winning their game 35-10. That is relevant to this region. Over Lucas, they've picked up the victory.
Lowellville was winning at halftime 17-0. Not sure what that score looks like right now. That plays the winner of this game.
And now DeLauder hit hard right at that line of scrimmage. Just runs out for a pickup of about a yard.
Good fill. These linebackers for Springfield have actually, played a decent game. Good at reading their keys and filling the hole and being able to make hits like that.
A lot of tick-tacky action after the play has ended from both sides. We've seen a couple of unsportsmanlike conduct penalties, but still a lot of extracurriculars. 2 wide receivers wide to his left. He puts Bosart in motion, ends up handing it off to DeLauder. DeLauder is off to the races on this one. Jukes out. The safety's trying to find a way. He ends up finding his way into the back of the end zone. A huge pickup, 64-yard touchdown. Cole DeLauder.
What a play call. Untouched through the gap there. Danville's O-line does a great job, and he's just off to the races. Obviously, we see the speed from this kid. You got blocking downfield, too. Look at the hustle by Caleb Lucas right here. You got Nate Stevens up top trying to block. You love to see that. And this is why this team wins so many ball games, is because you see the unselfish play from guys like that. You got receivers blocking downfield. You got the O-line doing the dirty work, doing the kick-out blocks. You got the Lauder, running a full head of steam. This team is well put together, and that's why they're in this position that they are right now. And now it's 22-0 with 7.5 left, and that's almost the dagger. It's almost. It's close. So, and again, Springfield's going to have a little up-tempo. Halfback pass.
A pitch to Weckesser. Weckesser rolls out, finds Caleb Lucas in the end of the end zone. That play was dirty. And now Danville leading this one 24-0 over the Springfield Tigers. You're watching high school football live and free on the OH Report.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
It's the comeback. Are you ready for the comeback?
Bryce Coder with the OH Report. Let's take another look at that quick 2-point conversion from Walker Weckesser. Just gets that pitch and finds Caleb Lucas into the back of the end zone.
They've been setting it up all night. Once you run the Maryland dime, run that pitch right there. That's your. I was waiting for the halfback pass to come sooner than later, and it happened on the 2-point play right there.
Now, the kickoff return, he's got room. He's quick all the way inside the 30. Gets hit, brought down at the 25. A massive kickoff return. It's number 22, Noah Trogio.
Big play there. I mean, it's needed. I mean, it's a 3-possession ball game right now if you get every 2-point conversion. And you got to score quick. Score fast, score quick. And, the interesting thing is, and I meant to say this earlier, but it seems like, and at least the games we called, that Danville's opponent starts almost at like the 40-yard line every time it's a kickoff. And I'm waiting to see that later in the playoffs when you start facing like some dominant teams. That field position is going to matter. So something to look at, in the near future about that.
Good point there. Interesting to look at. Guerrero and Aiden Appel to his left looking to pass. There's pressure, though. Rourke sacked in the backfield. Caleb Lucas, a half sack, it looks like, with Walker Weckesser.
Yeah, so they run a switch concept down here. It's not open. Danville does a good job, but as a quarterback, you got to throw the ball away because not only that did he take a sack, but now the clock still runs. He throws the ball away, the clock does not run. Okay, so that's the that's the minus to that, and it's tough. It's tough to see.
When you're just getting beat up all night by this Danville defense, it's tough to kind of make those split-second decisions. And a quick throw out to Sheely is completed inside the 20, tackled around the 18-yard line. So a pickup of about 3 will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, that was a good throw by him right there. Nice easy hitch pass thrown. Little quick game on a rope. Just trying to get your guy the ball out in space. An extension of the run game. Put yourself at third and 7 now. But you got to, as an offense, you got to find some tempo, though. The clock is running. You're down 3 possessions. It's only like a 5-yard play, but you got to have the next play in, ready to go, because you got to score fast if you are. There's got to be a sense of urgency that happens.
And now Sheely in motion. The snap looks to pass out to his right. Huge pressure drilled as he throws. Another huge loss. Danville sack.
Yep, good play by Byers there. Yeah, now you're at 4th and 15. I'm probably burning a timeout right now because this is the ball game. Okay, so I'm burning a timeout. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get 4th and 19 right now, because if you don't get this, then there's a slim chance that. So, I mean, you got 10 seconds left on the play clock. Your team's going to be hurrying up out there. I'd burn a timeout.
So the sun may be setting on this Springfield Tiger season. The snap.
They weren't even
looks out.
set.
The throw received by Hayden Pavlock. Jukes inside, trying to make his way towards that end zone. Brought down at the 3.
And I stand corrected. Great throw. Great catch there. And why listen to me? I mean, look at that. They weren't even really set up top over there. Yep. Actually should have been a legal motion up top because the receiver was not set. He has to be set for a second. He was not set. Ref let it slide. And a great throw, great catch there.
No.
But we still got to have a sense of urgency, right? It's tempo off of that, right? I mean, you had a good play. Now let's get some tempo off of that.
1st and 5. Blue Devils trying to keep their clean sheet. Having trouble with the snap. Jumped on top of.
Looks like they got it back.
The 3rd or 4th time that's happened tonight to the Tigers.
All right. All right, let's go. Let's go. Sense of urgency here. We got 4:40 left. This is. I mean, we got guys walking on and off. Sense of urgency. Let's go. You're down 3 possessions. This is win or go home right now.
A couple of times already on this drive, we've seen that play clock get down to 1 on a running clock. The snap looks to pass towards the end zone. Pass interference will be called.
That's tough right there. They throw a simple fade pass over here to the back pylon. I don't know. I think it's a no call. They're going to call pass interference on the defense, though.
Wesley Payne, will be the receiver of that pass interference penalty. Another look at that one.
Yeah, it's a nice, easy fade pass right here. It's just they're hand fighting. That's a no call for me. Move on from it. I mean, I didn't see much there. Yeah, he has his hand on his hip, but it's a no call.
Bit tic-tacky.
It's very tic-tacky at this moment right now. So yeah, that's a no call from me.
1st and 4, ball on the 4-yard line. So finally, potentially an opportunity for the Tigers to do some damage. Gentile jukes around, just absolutely lit up at that line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you what, Josh Byers has made some hits tonight, man. I mean, look at this on the replay. Shoots the gap on the cutback and just stuffs him. And he had that sack earlier on that 3rd down, right before they got the 4th down. And, man, this kid can play some ball.
Blue Devil linebackers just completely outmatching that backfield for the Tigers all night long.
Again, we got to have a sense of urgency here, getting the play in, getting lined up. Clock is ticking right here.
And now the snap rolling out. He will cross into the end zone. Dante Gentile picks up the first touchdown for the Tigers tonight. 3:34 left in the 4th quarter. It's probably going to be too little too late, but perhaps some energy on a dwindling season.
Yeah, just run toss right here. Good play by Gentile. Kid's a playmaker, man. He just runs hard, makes the right cut. Good block there by Guerrero and walks in. Now they have to have this 2-point conversion to make it a 2-possession game. If they don't, it's still a 3-possession game, so this is a huge play here. But again, there's only 3:30 left. You're going to have to kick an onside kick after this no matter what to try and get it.
And now, hopefully, we will see some motion now. A quick snap. Rourke takes it himself. They stop it.
False start.
Delay of game on a 2-point conversion.
That's just not what you want to see after a touchdown. You had, as a play caller, you they haven't ran a 2-point play all season. Okay, you have it in your playbook. Okay, here's our 2-point plays. Boom, you go through it. Like, okay, here's what we're going to go to right here. That's that's inexcusable to have a delay a game right after a touchdown like that. Because, again, this is a crucial part of the game. This is to still make it a two-possession game, which is still doable to try to come back.
The snap, Rourke looks to pass towards the back corner of that end zone. Nate Stevens just breaks it up. And so Danville leading this one 24-0 over the Springfield Tigers with 3:34 left in the fourth quarter. You're watching high school football live and free on the OH Report.
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
It's the comeback. Are you ready for the comeback?
Danville leading this one 24-6 over the Springfield Tigers after the unsuccessful 2-point conversion from the Tigers. Another look at that one, a quick throw towards
Good play by
Sean
Nate
Guerrero.
Stevens there. Played the back shoulder, threw a fade to the back pylon. Good play. Now, huge onside kick right here. This is a must. This is a must get for Springfield.
Both sides with 3 timeouts coming in side of 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Onside kick lined up. Jake O'Donnell
good
could
kick.
kick it. They say he touched it.
That was actually a very good onside kick by the kicker there.
Another look at it.
Yeah, they had a
Just
chance
slides
to
right
get
on top
it.
of it. We'll
Had a
see who
chance
has
to
it.
get it. Wow.
Jacob Hackman recovers it, so it'll be Danville ball. 3:34 left in the fourth quarter. Both sides with 3 timeouts, but Danville pulling away with this one 24-6.
Yeah, that was a great effort by the kicker there. It was actually a nice onside kick, and they almost had it. But Danville had their hands team out there, dove on it, and 3:30 left. Springfield's got 3 timeouts left. Expect them to use it. Couple first downs here by Danville, and they will be on to the next round of the playoffs.
So a magical season for them so far. After this one, they should move to 12-0 with a victory at the end of this game. They will move on to the next round of the playoffs. The snap hands it off to DeLauder. DeLauder following Boshart picks up a healthy 8-yard gain.
Oh, we got
A late flag. More extracurriculars. Perhaps the wheels coming off as both sides are realizing their fate.
Yeah, that's not. I think it's on Springfield. Personal foul on the defense, yeah.
I believe it was.
It was on the near the first down marker down here. You can see it. Guys on top of him, hands to the face. Just not what you want to see.
I believe that was Kason Kosek. And so now ball on the Tigers 28, 1st and 10. Weckesser, one wide receiver wide to his left, hands it off to DeLauder. DeLauder slips through that line. Sees,
No, it's not
Oh,
DeLauder.
that's Aiden Burke. Aiden Burke gets himself a touchdown now, a 28-yard rushing touchdown from Aiden Burke.
And
The
that's
5'8 junior, that's his first rushing touchdown on the season.
That's the icing on the cake there. Icing on the cake. Nice run here. Good blocking by the offensive line. Good cut by him. Oh, man, look at that play he made on the corner there. A little agile there. But the icing on the cake for Danville.
Now 30-6 now. going for two. Man wide to his left. Aiden Burke once again in that running back slot. They just hand it to him, and he takes it all the way across for a 2-point conversion. So now Danville leading this one 32-6, a quick score. We're going to take another break. You're watching high school football live and free on the OH Report.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Yeah, it's the comeback. Are you ready for the comeback?
Bryce Coder with the OH Report here with Payton Vanderkooi on color commentary. 3 minutes and 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Both teams with 3 timeouts, but Danville leading this one 32-6 after the huge rush by Aiden Burke. Aiden Burke forcing his way all the way into the end zone, also coming up with the successful 2-point conversion as well. And now a low line drive kick, just fielded off the tips of his fingertips, and now rushing out. They had a huge pickup run earlier, trying to find a corner, brought down at the 40-yard line. Another look at that. Some crafty running, some heads-up smart running to stay on his feet.
Looks like Lowellville's beating Western Reserve right now, and that's who plays the winner of this game.
So Lowell perhaps being who Danville, Lowellville being perhaps who Danville will play in the next round. And now the snap, Rourke hands it off to Gentile, trying to get quick, but just wrapped up and brought down. Pickup of about 1 maybe. So that clock continues to run as we're inside of 3 minutes.
Gentile's only a junior though, so I'm excited to see him next year. Obviously had a pretty good year this year, over 1,000 yards rushing, and you can see he has some playmaking ability in him. So expect him to hit the offseason hard, and not sure if he plays any other sports or not, but excited to see him play next year.
Now the snap, a quick pitch out to Gentile, slips through a hole, breaks a tackle, crosses the first down marker, a pickup of about 10. That clock stopped for now until they get back to the line of scrimmage.
You can just see how elusive he is as a ball carrier. He has great vision. And that's why he's had the stats he has this year. It's just tough against this Danville front seven. I mean, they've done a great job stuffing the run all year.
Really been their bread and butter, really smashing it to offenses. Now a quick throw to Sheely.
Oh.
Just bounces off his palms. Looked like it would have been completed. A flag on the play, a late flag. Man's hurt. Connor Sugar on the ground in pain.
It was a good route, good throw. We just got to finish the catch.
Connor Sugar back on his feet now.
These receivers are for Springfield. They run some decent routes, and you can tell they're playmakers on the outside.
And now that penalty against the Tigers. Wheels just coming off.
Yeah, I mean, that's their 4th personal foul penalty.
I believe so. Normally Danville the ones getting in trouble with those big penalties, but tonight it's been the Tigers.
We've talked about Danville and their penalty problems, in the Mount Gilead game and after that. And they've honestly fixed it. We haven't seen those types of penalties tonight at all, or even last week, and that's what I expected, though. They're a very disciplined team, very well-coached team, and I expected them to fix that, and that's what they've done, and that's why they're up 32-6 right now, because they fixed those mistakes and put themselves in good positions.
Looks to pass a pump fake, just airs it towards the sideline.
He threw that one away. Smart decision there. It wasn't there, and he just threw it away. Perfect. That's what you wanted to see him do earlier in the game, is when something's not there, instead of taking the unnecessary hits or trying to force something, just throw the ball out of bounds, live to see another down, and go from there.
Mike Reed, Mount Gilead's head coach, saying finish strong, Danville, rooting for a KMAC victory. I agree with that one. Northmore winning their game 31-6 over Trumbull. Very close in terms of score.
Putting the ball away here. I expect Danville just to take some knees on this. And
you expecting penalties after, or timeouts after those knees, or
I'd expect not. I mean, it's 32-6. They're punting right now, so you know it's not like, I mean, obviously it's 4th and 25, but I don't expect them to use their timeouts, take a knee on it. It was a good season for Springfield. Obviously won their playoff game last week, and you know, to come down here 2.5 hours is tough to begin with. And you know, hats off to them for the season that they had, and hats off to their coaching staff for getting them there and all the work they've put in this off season too. And you know, you feel for the seniors, and you've been there, and you know, it's tough playing your last game. Who knows, maybe some play college ball, but there's nothing like it, you know, playing high school football with the kids you've grew up with, ideally. And so you know, there's a lot of emotions that go into it. And like I said, all you can say is hats off to the Springfield team for they put up a good fight against this Danville squad who's tough. I mean, you know, Danville's tough. We've watched them all year. They're undefeated for a reason. And you know, Springfield, like I said, they put up a good fight and, you know, had a good game plan coming in, especially defensively. Didn't make the plays they wanted to. But, again, hats off to these kids, and hats off to Danville, too, at the same time. It's right. You survive in advance at this moment. No matter what it looks like, you survive in advance. So, but great game by both teams, man. I mean, you can tell, you know, they played their hearts out, and now we see Danville move on to the next round, and excited to see, you know, them match up with whoever they match up against. It's looking like Lowellville right now, who honestly has played Springfield. Actually, Springfield lost to Lowellville 27-13 Week 10, so it could be a good matchup. Danville and them. Like I said, I don't know the final score yet on the other game, so but I knew they had the lead by a good amount, so excited to see that matchup.
Inside of 1 minute now. Victory formation. We'll do it one more time. Danville moving to 12-0 on the season. They're number 2 seeded in their region. Springfield finishing their season off 8-4. They got a 3-way share of the Mahoning Valley Athletic Conference Championship with Lowellville and Western Reserve. So a great season, definitely memories made for these young men.
Absolutely, and like I said, there's nothing like playoff atmosphere, and to be able to even get a win in the playoffs is tough to begin with, and be able to get a win, and then you come down here and play your hearts out, and safe travels to them also. They got a long trip home, and like I said, you know, good luck to all that team and everything they do in the offseason. Good luck to those seniors and the future endeavors that they have, and, you know, best of luck to everybody.
And as time expires, Danville winning this one 32-6 here at Mt Vernon High School at Yellow Jacket Stadium over the Springfield Tigers of New Middleton up in Mahoning County. Stay tuned with us. We'll have post-game stats, analysis, in our MVP interview with none other than Cole DeLauder. We'll see you then.
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
We'd like to take a second to thank all of our sponsors for always allowing us to be live and free here at the OH Report. We'd like to thank Danville Feed and Supply, your local source for all of your hardware, lumber, and feed needs. Spearman Financial Services, Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community. The Bottleneck Bar and Grill, Danville Tire and Alignment, for all your automotive and light truck service and repairs. Go Devils. The Hangout and Killbuck Savings Bank Community Banking. It's what we do. It's who we are every single day. When we come back, we will have MVP Cole DeLauder and stats and analysis for the postgame show.
Are you ready for the comeback?
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Bryce Coder with the OH Report here with the Knox Community Hospital MVP player of the game. I have none other than finally Cole DeLauder. We get you up here. How you doing, buddy?
All pretty good. It's a nice win.
Congrats. Big win. 219 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns, 15 receiving yards. Doing it all, picking up some big blocks. How are you feeling after all that?
Oh, I'm feeling pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, you said you were a bit
great.
sore, but obviously a magical season so far. 12-0, running towards that state championship. What do you think the biggest key to your success has been this year?
I think everybody plays as a team. No one's selfish, and everybody just connects. It definitely helps.
And it seems like, we have 2 different Cole DeLauders in games. Both of them equally amazing at football, right? But we have, the rushing one where you're getting 219 yards, but you're also willing to, put your body on the line, pick up those big blocks. Is that something that, you come into the games and you think, oh, I'm going to have a rushing game or a blocking game, or does it just happen?
I mean, for the most part, it just happens. I mean, I don't really care. I'm just happy to go out there and play. So,
as we can tell, we see you seeking out those blocks, really trying to inflict that damage, make room for your quarterbacks. A lot of damage you're doing out there. Anyone you want to shout out tonight?
I want to shout out my parents and everybody for coming out tonight.
Awesome. Well, we're here with Knox Community Hospital MVP player of the game, Cole DeLauder, with those 219 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns. Congrats, Cole, and good luck.
Thank you.
Are you ready for the comeback?
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Bryce Coder, Payton, Vanderkooi with the OH Report here for the Bottleneck Bar and Grill post-game show. We got to look at our Knox Community Hospital MVP player of the game, Cole DeLauder. Now let's take a look at our post-game show. The Blue Devils picking up the big victory in this one, 32-6. Lowellville is who they will play next as Lowellville beats Western Reserve 32-7. Springfield ending their season 8-4. Danville moving once again undefeated 12-0. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of these stats from tonight's game. The Tigers with 11 first downs, 110 passing yards, 83 rushing yards for a total of 193 yards, 1 turnover, 6 penalties for a total of 50 penalty yards. Danville Blue Devils with 8 first downs, 30 passing yards, but get this, 486 rushing yards for a total of 516 yards, 1 turnover, 8 penalties for a total of 90 penalty yards. So moving on to the next round is the Danville Blue Devils. Predictions or thoughts about anything for them coming up?
No, tonight was obviously they put up a lot of rushing yards. They got the complete package. I mean, we've obviously seen them all year. They can go deep. They can hand the ball off. They can do a lot of different things. And obviously we saw tonight just, a lot of ground and pound and different things like that. And last week they threw the ball a lot. So it's going to be tough for any defense that they face to be able to game plan for them, because they got to be prepared for a little bit of everything. I mean, we see all the playmakers that Danville has and who they can give the ball to, and obviously Cole DeLauder, obviously he was our player of the game tonight, did a lot of different things, but they have so many great players on the team and a great coaching staff at the same time. They're so creative, especially offensively. I mean, we saw a halfback pass now. We haven't seen a halfback pass all year. They're so good at setting up different things, and that's going to take them deep in the playoffs. I'm excited to watch them next week.
So many assets and so many resources on this team. It's like, Walker Weckesser's not working, we'll go to Cole DeLauder. Cole DeLauder's not working, we'll go to Briar Boshart. Briar Boshart's not going, we'll go to Caleb Lucas. It seems like it never ends with the assets they have on this team.
No, it's not, and that's why they are in the position they are. This team actually plays as a complete team. There's no selfishness within this team, and everybody plays for each other, and you can see that on the field, and it's so cool to see, and that's why they're a championship contender. So
a couple of really tough games coming up for them, but can we get a prediction? What do you think, in state championship?
Well, I mean, it's too early to say. I mean, it's you're thinking about next week, right? It's survive and advance at this point, and you're obviously you're going to see it tonight. You're going to get the film tomorrow morning from whoever opponent you play, and you're back to work. And at this point, it's you celebrate it tonight, but tomorrow morning you're fixing whatever problems you had today, and then you're moving on. I mean, and that's how quick it has to be, because once you get into the playoffs, you're not facing conference teams that you faced for the past 4 years, right? These are teams you've never seen before. So your game planning, you have to be extra in your game planning. These coaches are going to work extra hours to make sure they have the right game plan set in stone, and these players are going to put the time in too. And it's hard to be great, and that's the time you have to put in to be great. And that's why not everybody's a state champion. There's a lot of work that goes into it, and I'm excited to see this. They're a well-coached team. A great complete team on the field, and I think they'll have a great game plan next week against Louisville. Don't know anything about Louisville except that they've played Springfield and beat Springfield week 10. So, I mean, obviously you saw Springfield tonight put up a hard-fought a loss, but at halftime it was only 16-0. They were in the game for most of the game till middle of the fourth quarter, and I expect it to be a tough matchup next week too. So.
All right, wrapping things up now, the Bottleneck Bar and Grill. We'd like to thank everyone who was a part of tonight's broadcast. Brandon Powell, our camera operator, Adam Thompson, our director extraordinaire, Nick Coder, our stats expert of the night, and of course Payton Vanderkooi on color commentary. Stay tuned, be sure to look out for future games as we will continue hopefully covering this. And on behalf of all of us, thank you and good night.